save this. Do I want to save that? No, I don't want to save that. Don't save. Do. Okay. Is the stream working? Let's have a look. Well, that'd be really handy if we could see the stream working. Let's just go into YouTube. Oh yeah, it's live. Hooray! Let's see. Oh yeah, it's live. Hooray! Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, it's live. Hooray! It's quiet. Very quiet. Bloody. What? Let's try that. Is that better? How about now? What? Do. Right, let's try this out. Is that better? There we go. That's kind of a bit closer. There we go. Let's do that as well. Why is everyone... Oh, maybe it's because I'm looking at this bit. Let's try... How about this bit? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I was talking into the front of the mic. Let's just turn that down a little bit. Okay, cool. Brown chocolate. Amazing. Right. Okay, right, let's close that down. See if anyone... Oh, hi Dean. Hi Mark. So, hi. I'm doing some super secret development. I don't know if it's going to be of any interest to either of you. I don't know. It's a 3D thing. I'm just sort of doing a bunch of work and getting to the point where I need to start showing some people. And yeah, it's like a soft way of getting some people to look. Chocolate Bear. Second time, I was texting someone a second ago, Mark, and they replied to me and they went, brown chocolate. Technically, that's racism, but I'll let you off. I'll let you off this time. Yeah. So, basically what I've been doing is been using Blender. Blender sucks ass. Well, it's good. It's really good, but the interface is just garbage. And like it needs loads of shit done to it. So I'm doing a load of that shit in Python to make it more better. And what I really need... we're basically Turk and JD from Scrubs. I am like JD, but yeah, like so. Yeah, making it less awful. So I put a load of work in, and I'm trying to get before this is going to be something I'll release to the public probably pretty soon. It's mostly done. Been working on and off since about like I don't know June, just the odd week here and there. Since Christmas, done a bit more. But anyway, I need to get some users, some people, in almost like a private beta to kind of use it. But the caveat is you've got to kind of know how to use 3D software. It doesn't have to be Blender; it could be anything. So I thought I'd just do a little stream while I'm doing some stuff, maybe half an hour, see if anyone turns up. There's a few people who subscribe to me that are quite nerdy in that way. So I was like, fuck it. Why not? See if they'd be interested. Oh, I'm going slow. He used to call you JD from Scrubs. So, right, what was I doing? That was it. Straighten. So yeah, basically I'm writing some new tools and also change the interface quite significantly to make everything in Blender more accessible. That works. So Blender's great. It actually works really well, but it's the interface is really inconsistent and all over the place, and everything's hidden and everything's tons of clicks. So every time I try and find something useful in the interface, I think of a new way to kind of make it more accessible, fewer clicks, but also do it in such a way where people who know Blender won't hate it, and people who don't know Blender but do hate it because it's weird will like it because it's not like normal Blender. So kind of a what was it? Words. It's a words. Let's just try this out at a different angle. So I've just implemented a feature for straightening edges. So there's no default behavior for doing this. It's incredibly handy tool. So now I've just got to find a home for it in the interface because right now it doesn't have one. So see, we've got this ring of edges. I mean, the use case for this is when you're doing something called subdivision surface modeling, which is well, let me show you. So if you've got like a sphere and we've got the geometry it shows and it's all jaggy and horrible, and from a distance you can see the edges, a subdivision surface is like wrapping a blanket around it. So it adds more geometry, smooth things out. But the flip side of that is certain things become different because where it's basically like shrink wrapping a piece of geometry, let's say if I want to like punch a hole in here, one way of working, if you're working not with sub-Ds, so let's go with this guy, with what we call hard surface modeling, is booleans, which is what a lot of people think is the right way to do things, but it's mostly not. So I can just grab a shape, drag it over here, put a hole in it, I can just do that and punch a hole in the thing. If I try and do that with a subdivision, well, I'll show you. So where we've got the sort of shrimp racking. That example worked surprisingly well, but either way it's quite bad. And you can see here we've got these jaggy edges versus this clean edge, and loads of stuff's actually broken in this model now. So if we take it apart, we can see what we've done to it. So the way you do things with subdivisions, you have to model properly. So in the case of the straighten tool, if I want to make a hole, I have to find where I want to have a thing. And then if I just, you know, try and put oh, go wrong way. Blender. It kind of does that. So I need to do some work initially to get the same hole in it. So if I straighten, oops, getting the edges. So if I grab my edge loops that I want to straighten, to make a perfectly straight edge, I have to go like that. Run my straighten tool. Oops, straighten. Can't spell. There we go. Straighten. Then I can. I can't be after those edges, but you know what I mean. It'll still work. Then I can do this. Come out of sub D. Come back in. Add what's called supporting geometry. So we add like an edge here, like that. So the closer things you've got to these edges, it sort of like tightens up the holes you make, for lack of a better way of putting it. And there we go, so we've got a better hole. And with a bit more work, we can make these even tighter. But either way, that's the workflow with subdivision surface modeling. And the reason for doing it is it's good for organic shapes, use less geometry to get things done, and things hold up better. So if you're looking from miles away, you can't tell the difference. But if you get closer, you can. Instead of working with lots and lots of parts, the less you have to work with, the easier time you're going to have when you're editing things. So I've got to find a home for this quickly. So one of the things I've added is, well, two things I've added is what's called the context toolbar, which is on the left here. So if you've got a selection, it pulls out some relevant things you can do. So in this case, we've got an object selected. We can drop it to the floor, which means whatever the floor plane is, or nearest object to the floor. So if we've got this, if we've got a box, there we go, and I click drop to floor, it'll intersect with the box. And the box isn't on the floor, so I can just go blup, 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 and stack things up. It's very useful. And various other things anyway. But when you're modeling, the tools change. So we've got, I'm in face select mode here, and I can pull up some things, like in this case, I can go subdivide, whoop, and add subdivisions to my shape, hooray. So what I think I'm going to do, in edge, I want to say, so right now I'm saying if more than two edges are selected, So I need to change this at some point. I can bridge, and what a bridge basically is. So if I just going to basically create something, delete the same thing again. Is grab two of these loops, click bridge, and it creates a bridge between them. It's a really common modeling thing. Anyway, so I might use the same bit of code to insert this idea of straightening. Because the bridge needs to be a bit smarter. I need to know if I've got two entire loops or a single loop. Well, it'd be two loops. So yeah, it'd be detecting two. So right now I just say detect two edges or greater than two edges. But I need some code to say if it's selected more than two loops, then do this. Which is fun, but I'm not doing that at the moment. Anyway, so much. I would have already done this by now, but I thought I'd just talk through it. So yeah, let's go into my code. We've got this thing, which is, where are we? Straighten. So here we go. We've registered what's called an operator, which is basically a bit of code that does a thing. Every time we press a button, it runs an operator, basically. I'm going to come over to our context tools. There we go. Find the right selection. So if we're going to go into sort of an object there, this has become a real mess recently, but we need to tidy up at some point. Here we go. Context mesh edit. So this is the menu that turns up when you're editing a mesh. Is face select, is vertex select, is edge select. If edge select length greater than 3, I show mesh fill grid. And ooh, hang on. Oh, okay. I just show bridge all the time. Do I? I do as well. Bloody hell. Okay, fine. Then why do I? Okay, well, I'll move that anyway. So this is basically my layout. So I say row. So a row in my layout. I'm adding an operator. Operator. Give it a name. So there's the name of it. RX mesh straighten. Then I say the text is text, and it needs an icon as well at some point. Check you out with the code. It's not. This is like the easiest code to learn Python. It's very straightforward. Straighten. So really, I need this for both. So straighten. Yeah, I need to have at least two edges. I need to have at least 3 vert selects. Yeah, so greater than 3. I don't need an icon right now, but I need to do an icon for it. That's fine. Right, so that's going to go into there. So yes. I mean, this all needs to go into edge greater than 3, I think, really. But anyway, let's put this into vertex. So I'm going to say here, I'm going to give it a condition. So I'm saying if there's more than one vertex selected, so selected vert length is greater than 1, I'm showing these. So what I'm going to do is copy this bit of code here. So I'm going to say underneath here, outdent it, because that's how it works in Python. If selected edge, so selected vert length is greater than 3, because I need at least 3 to know what to straighten, I can straighten. And there we go. Right, so vertex slide greater than 1. Okay, that's fine. Subdivide, unsubdivide. This needs to kind of be everywhere. Bridge needs to move. So subdivide and unsubdivide should be everywhere. So subdivision is just basically add more shit to the thing you clicked, right? So let's just delete that. Edges, fuck it. Let's do bridge first. Okay, so now if I close down this and open it back up, and yes, I have this every time I want to check some code. It's very annoying. And go to here, subdivide, and then if I select 1 edge, 2 edge, nothing, 3 edges, nothing, 4 edge, oh, greater than 3, yeah. Yeah, there we go, I get a bridge straight in grid film. But there in rows, I need to make these separate. And there you go. verts length. There we go. Right. Do, 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 do. Okay, that should be just fine. So then close it down again. Open up. There we go. I'll make Solidify interactive. Put that in. I think I'll probably do that. So 1. That's not gonna work anyway because it's. So I think this needs nice. Okay. That's fine. Layout is not what I want. Or is it? I don't know. Not really. So let's just do, where are we? Row. No, someone's chopped off already. That's not that exciting. Right, what else have we got? What for particle instancing? Let's go into table view. In fact, just take us off the screen. Do I want that in? So yeah, I've got the same thing where I've got go to my reference here, which is Alt A. Yeah, see, I don't like that. But actually, what I could do is create an entire menu and call it a line. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So it needs to go in the menu as well, I guess. So vertex, align vertices, extrude. Right, cool. So align vertices, origin. So let's do straighten to edit menus. Okay, so that's that. What's up next? So, object pie with hide option, collection pie from routine. Okay, let's do the collection pie. So where is the collection pie? So basically what I'm doing, importing some code over from an add-on into my version as a core feature. Collections, Shift C. So there we go. All right, let's come out here. Oh, so buggered. This is like a sacrificial version of Blender, which has loads of just random crap showing. Okay. Shift C. So the default is M. New collection. So yeah, new collection. You can't remove from collect. Okay, that's yeah. Why not? Shift C. Get rid of the purge button. Or for now, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it as is. Oh, hang on. Shift C. If I remove from, move to, so that's the scene collection, right? There we go. When I do move, Yeah, see, I'm not sure when you do remove from, that basically removes it straight from. So I didn't even. So that's going to take it out of the scene entirely. Does that remove that from the. Don't delete it, will it? But meshes. Yeah, Cylinder's still there. It's just not. It's basically left an orphan. Well, that's no good. Okay. Right. I'm going to leave in a second, Mark. But yeah, catch you a bit. Actually, I'm going to bail. I'm going to stop for now. I've got to deal with something else quickly as well. Right. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do more of these. So I think presumably it's Dean watching. But yeah, if you're interested, I'm going to do this again, I guess, soon.